Good morning, guys. The previous class we discussed about up to CSS filter. So in this session, I would like to explain. So CSS combinators and CSS navbars and CSS dropdowns and CSS position property. So let me open this notepad. So here I'll start with CSS combinators. So combinators is nothing but in simple words, we tell you that it is a connectivity between these two simple selector. So combinators basically used in the connection between these selectors, like two common selectors. So CSS selectors can combinators more than more than one simple selectors, and in between this simple selector, we can include these combinators. So this is also called advanced selectors in the CSS. And here we have there are nearly four types of available in these combinators. That is, so you already know this selector, descendant selector, selector, and so another name for this one is, so we can call it as this one, space selector, space selector. And so we have this child selector. For the child selector, we use the symbol notations like this is a symbol for child selector. And we have adjacent sibling selector, adjacent sibling selector, and we have general sibling selector. General sibling selector. See, look at this one. These four selectors available in these combinators. So combinators is nothing but, so it will connect. It is include in between these two common selectors, like two simple selectors. We can place in between these combinators. So these are the four combinators available in the CSS. Also the example. Open this Visual Studio once and create a new program. And you can save this file as combinators. Combinators are advanced selectors. Combinators. New program. I'll save this file as combinators. And you can write there. Combinators. And first we can discuss with this space selector. So that is a descending selector. So the selectors I'll just take here div, and I take this paragraph. I'll take some text there. I'll just apply some CSS for this one. So in order to select this P here, so we just directly write parent div space P. So in order to select this one, and so we can write color red and font size 30 pixels. Now let me run this one on the browser. Just click on this Alt B. Look at this one. There you get this one. Like this. So this is a space selector in order to select this one. And here, this is a space selector, right? Descendant selector. I'll just remove this one here. Now I'll take the anchor tag there. I'll take the anchor tag. Now for this anchor tag, I need to write I'll do one thing. I'll just remove here. So I'll take the UL tag. I'll take the list items. I need list 5 there. And I'll do one thing here. I'll do ash. I'll just provide ash. Here also let's provide ash. Now instead of li, I'll take this nested list. So again, I'm taking this ul and I'll take this li and I'll just provide a 3 there and anchor tag. I'll just provide 3 here. Now let me run this one on the browser. I'll just remove this one here. I don't want this one. Right click, open in default browser. Now, now look at this one. So replace text there. So here, I just apply here. Look at this one. I'll take this UL tag and I'll apply this li. And so, what is the meaning of this one is? So UL is a parent. So I'm selecting this child elements like li elements. So here I'll just apply the border there. Border solid red. Solid red and yeah, it's enough. Just apply some border there. So go to this browser, just reload this page. I'll look at this one here. So if you take this space selector, what will happen? It will select all the child elements except this li. This is also happening. And here I only take this one as a child selector. Look at this one. Just reload this page. So nothing will happen. Like it will. Both are same meaning. Like if you take the space selector, what is the meaning of this one? So in the parent, all this li list will be bordered this one. And if you want to select this list items, see here, if you want to apply particular child element. So I take this li and ul. Now look at this one. Now go to this browser, just reload this page. So it will apply only for this child element. So in order to apply this ul part as a background, like you need to apply some borders or colors, anything you want. So in order to select this child elements, we use this child selector. See, this is the parent, this is the child, this is subchild for this li. So like this, we can use this child selector. Next one, we have this general sibling selector and adjacent sibling selector. So adjacent sibling selector is nothing but adjacent means it is immediately can follow, like it is follows the next step, like it will follows what are the next element is there. It will apply CSS for this next element. Also here, I'll take this one. I'll just remove this. See, adjacent sibling selector is denoted with this plus, and general sibling selector is denoted with tilde operator. I'll show this. So here, I'll take first. I'll take the div there, div, and I'll take the paragraph. I'll provide some text. I'll provide some text. I make a copy there. Now here, so I'll place this div there. Now we need to apply some CSS for this for this div and child elements p. Now we can apply for this. First we can discuss with this adjacent sibling selector. So here I'll take style. We already take the style tag, right? And I'll take this div there. Div here we are applying this adjacent sibling selector. So I'll take this plus p and overload. So I just apply this color blue and font size 30 pixels. Now let me run this one on the browser. What will happen? So you go to this browser, just reload this page. See, nothing will happen. Why? Because you are writing this adjacent sibling selector. Adjacent sibling selector means, so in order to select that sibling, that means it will not calculate at this div element. So this div, what are this immediate following is there, that will apply styles for this immediate following. That means, see here inside of this div, we taken these two paragraph, right? So after the div, so outside of the div, I'll take this paragraph. I'll take the paragraph and I'll just apply some text there. So I'll just copy this one. Now look at this one. What will happen? Now just reload this page. Now look at this one. So it just taken this immediately. What are the immediate after following sibling is there that can apply the CSS for this one? That is the use of this adjacent sibling selector. Adjacent sibling selector is immediately the following, and you write this CSS for this div here. So div means div having these two childs like paragraph. So apart from div, what are this next immediate following is there? That is that makes the CSS. It can apply the CSS for next element, that is sibling element. That is the use of this adjacent sibling selector and general sibling selector. Now I'll make this one. I'll make this nearly 2, 3, 4 paragraphs. Now, so here general sibling selector is followed by the tilde operator. So if you use this one, what will happen means, so immediately it will apply all this all the elements. So after the div, how many elements, no matter how many elements is there, that much of elements will be applied for this CSS. Now let me run this one on the browser. Go to this browser, just reload this page. Now look at this one. So apart from div, so it will select all the elements. That is nothing but general sibling selector. So general sibling selector matches all the iterations of a second element. So while writing CSS, note this one. And this is a div element, right? After div, what are the elements is there? That much it will apply the CSS for. Apart from div, it will apply the CSS for remaining elements. So it will matches all the second element, second element iterations. So that is nothing but a general sibling selector and adjacent sibling selector and child selector and space selector. And coming to here, so that's about these combinators.